Is this the smartphone users group?
Yes.
Oh, good. I hope I'm not late.
Yeah, the guy hasn't even gotten here yet. I don't know who sent this flyer or what.
I mean, I don't even really know what this is about.
What the hell?
Fine. Okay, look, listen. I'm going to start at the beginning. Hopefully your minds won't be blown. The Stone Age, as you might want to call it, the 1990s, when Microsoft was Apple's biggest competitor. Steve Jobs utilized an idea of vertical integration. Vertical integration means that Apple designs their own software as well as machines that competitors usually would have different companies write the software and also build the machines. This would actually lead to a polarizing and highly competitive environment with other companies as well as Apple's downfall.
According to Dividend.com, Apple's worst losing streak occurred from September 17th through 27th, 1990, and June 4th through 14th, 1991. In both instances, Apple shares declined for 9 straight sessions, incurring losses of 17 and 16%. Apple remained pretty low-key until 2001 when the iPod was released. However, when the iPhone was launched in 2006, Apple experienced a much larger spike and continued to grow as they expanded their platform.
This happened actually during a time when people seemed to want to have a company that was completely reliant on an integrated platform. An integrated platform means that a cell phone can talk to your laptop, and that laptop could be hanging out with your tablet while the tablet is actually at the mall with the TV. Everything is beautiful and synchronized in a harmonious way. Of course, this is assuming that you have everything Apple, but I'm sure you guys knew that. Anyway, the greatest disadvantage of being an Apple user is that you are in a closed system that doesn't really play well with others.
Geneva demonstration for Apple's new CarPlay device gives the choices of Apple Maps, iTunes Music, and iOS phone and text messaging, with the only third-party apps being iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Beats Music, and Spotify, but not Pandora, of course. The technology is not exclusive, and automakers will want to accommodate for the rabid Apple fanboy as much as the fanatical Android partisan.
You know what's cool though? We live in America. Red, white, and blue. You see these colors? No, really? That's right, we have choices. Unlike the Apple ecosystem, the Android software is compatible with multiple devices. With Android, you're really not forced to camp outside of the Apple store to get the latest iPhone release when you're not satisfied with that phone. Yeah, it's a pretty crappy phone. You should actually go outside an Apple phone store and kind of wait. But anyway, manufacturers like LG, Samsung, Nokia. Wait, does Nokia still make phones? Well, these companies produce a wide range of models of smartphones of all shapes and sizes, which are compatible with the same Android software. Okay, the Android software has other features that Apple doesn't offer, such as external hard drive, option for removable battery. You can actually use the phone as a phone, right? You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, you might ask, why doesn't Apple make these devices accept external memory or compatible with aftermarket batteries? It's because it's all part of Apple's integrated platform, that vertical integration. You know, you started from the top. Now you're here. Is it the top or the bottom? Never mind, no one cares. Anyway, Apple uses options like storage as an excuse to charge more for a phone with little to no manufacturing costs. There is virtually no difference in manufacturing a phone with 16 gigs as opposed to manufacturing a phone with 120 gigs. But storage is a commodity, and customers are willing to pay for it, especially when they really don't have a choice. Apple's done it again.
It says here on CNN Money that Android had 67% of the smartphone market share in 2012.
It looks like they're projected to continue this trend in 2015.
All right, well, nowadays you're either with Team Apple or Team Android. And if you're not with either, then it's probably because you don't have a smartphone. And life is going to be like the top of a cat's tongue. Rough.
What?
Anyways, for the longest time, there's been an annoying and seemingly indestructible wall between Apple and Android. However, that wall may soon be torn down, thanks to the growing popularity of cooperation. Is that actually a word? No, exactly what is cooperation, you ask? It's when major companies in the technological world use their competition with their rivals as a way to better their own market. One thing competition has given rise to is the use of third-party apps. Third-party apps will allow new iPhone users who just left a committed relationship with Android to still have some Android-type features. For example, iOS 8 allows users to customize their keyboards. This is good news for those who just fell in love with the swiping text that they had and is so popular in the world right now. I don't get it, the swiping text. Several Google apps are compatible with iOS. Yeah.
So these third-party apps must be really helpful because according to Statista.com, Google apps are far more popular than even Twitter and Instagram. In fact, 92% of Google mobile apps reach U.S. smartphone users.
That's right. Google Maps, Google Mail, Google everything. The fact that all of these services are compatible with iOS makes it even easier for Androiders. Androiders? Is that Androides? Androides? You know what? I really don't care. It actually makes them a lot easier to switch from Androids to Apple more comfortably. It's somewhat like a technological adulterous love affair, and you're the cheater. That's right. You can have the best of both worlds. Look at the pretty Apple universe. Why do you want to mess it up with an Android phone?
Fortune.com shows Apple smartphone share falling right after the iPhone 5 rollout. I remember being excited to get a bigger screen than the iPhone 4, but not just an extra row of icons. And CNET.com said the iPhone 5 was just ho-hum. Then Apple finally made a bigger phone, but they seem not to care how tough it should be.
You still want to do that? Okay, well, like I said, lucky for you, there's a way. You have a lot of music on your iTunes, don't you? Yeah? All the Taylor Swift songs and the Kelly Clarkson music. Yeah, you should turn yourself in. As it turns out, you can still listen to all that music on your Android phone. All you have to do is put the music on the phone. You can just pull those files and stick it on there, or you can just get an app for the Android that will actually be compatible with the iTunes library. Books. How many books do you have? You know what? I hope you didn't have those on iBooks on your iPhone. It's okay, because I believe most people use the Kindle app anyway, and there's actually no different on an Android. So, you guys still with me? Yeah? No? Does this guy sleep back there? Do you have a lot of apps on your iPhone? Yeah, okay, well it sucks to be you, because unfortunately you're going to have to purchase those apps all over again. But don't you have a big movie collection? Well, unfortunately the switching of iPhone to Android will prevent you from watching your iTunes movie on your phone. Calm down, alright, I didn't realize Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants was such a big deal to you. If there are just a few movies that you can't live without, and this is, I guess, one of them, you can just rebuy the movie some other way. But you can even use an Android app to sling to AirPlay. So you can still use that Apple TV you bought. One of the 5 people that did. Look, does anyone like getting texts on their phones as well as on their Macs? You?
No.
You don't? I don't either. That's one of the things you're going to have to sacrifice. That's right, because you won't be getting any of those annoying notices on your computer anymore. Well, so you'll get your music and some AirPlay crossover. You'll just miss out on some old movies and all those apps you had on your iPhone. Okay? Alright, now get out there and buy an Android. Thank you. See you later.